After 25 years in banking and risk leadership, I discovered something very powerful. I realized that the greatest risks we face are not really financial in nature, they're human. And the most important assets we manage are not our careers, not our portfolios, not our KPIs, but is in our relationship. Now, a few years ago, I was at the peak of my corporate career. I was senior vice president, chief risk officer, a seat in the boardroom. I was a voice in the management. My professional life was doing great. But one day, life confronted me with a risk I was not prepared for. It was a few days before we went into lockdown. Pandemic happened. Pandemic risk response was under my shop. And one phone call from my sister in law in Canada changed everything for me. It was the day I learned that my daughter was silently struggling with depression and I didn't see. And that moment, me, not because I was weak, but because for the first time I realized this truth. Leadership means nothing if the people you love feel unseen. But I'm a believer that when storms happen in your life, not all storms are meant to destroy you. Others are meant to clear your path. And that moment of awakening for me pushed me to understand emotional intelligence, human behavior. It led me from the highly technical risk management space to delving deep into personal development, becoming an NLP master practitioner, a bank personality coach. And eventually, all these learnings led me to create my life's bank framework. So the experience didn't just change my parenting, it changed the way I led teams, made decisions, connected with people. It changed the way I led my life because I believe the first mandate of leadership is to lead our lives well. And today I want to share with you 3 leadership lessons that transformed the way I lead every day. And these lessons can apply whether you're a CEO, a manager, a parent, a business owner, or someone leading yourself through a challenging season. The first lesson is emotional strength is not soft. It's actually strategic. As many of the speakers said, leadership used to be about control, certainty, and authority. But in today's world, it demands something different of leaders, emotional awareness. Because let's be honest, people don't leave companies, they leave emotions.